I've got the problem with a Bosch Tassimo 450 machine that the catch won't lift up even when it's finished making a drink. And I think the problem is a build-up of pressure inside. You need to relieve that. But first you've got to get the sides off. And I took both sides off. When I took this side off, the left-hand side, I managed to snap a couple of the lugs. But then I could see how it was fixed. And I took this side off and managed to get it off cleanly. And the way I got it off was by noticing that we've got these kind of keyhole shaped holes. There's a few of them there. There's one at the top. And on the side itself, you get these little lugs that look like they pushed into those holes. And obviously from looking at that slot, you can see that it goes in and then slides up. So when I took this second side off, what I did was I pulled the side out of the middle in the bottom to make sure these two catches were clear of this lip. And then using my other hand, I pushed down like this, and it came out quite easily. I reckon it would be even easier if you put a pair of rubber gloves on, because you get a good grip. You'd be able to yank down. So that's how to get the side off a Bosch Tassimo 450. So I'm in the right hand side as you look at the unit, and at the top we've got this tube which is full of, well, in this case, milk. So I've just snipped this cable tie using a pair of tube snips. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to need both hands, so I'm going to stop filming, but I'm going to try and take that tube off and release the pressure. Well, here we are, and this cup of hot chocolate shows that somehow I've managed to fix this. And yeah, it wasn't straightforward. So I was going to turn the machine off because I've still got the side off. So I mentioned that I saw this pipe here was full of milk, and I think I needed to relieve the pressure from that pipe to allow the lid to open. Well, there was a little cable tie which I snipped off, and then I tried to pull the pipe down. And when I pulled it down, it ripped at the bottom, about there. So I thought it was a goner at that point, because the other end of this pipe just goes inside the machine, and I don't think it's a replaceable part. So I thought, what the heck? So I just cut the pipe off, took off the bit. Here it is. Took off the little bit. That's how much I cut off. Okay. About ½ centimetre. And then I managed to get the other pipe back on, and just over the ridge. So the old pipe used to go right up to the top here. I got it just over the ridge, so I put a cable tie above the ridge and a cable tie on the ridge as tightly as I could do them. Ran the machine, and it worked. So there we go. So I've just put this side back on here. We're now going to put this side back on here. What you need to do is line up all the lugs with it just a little bit low, but you also need to get this lip underneath there. Okay. Right, so it's kind of in that position. And now we need to, I'm never going to be, you film it and I'll try and get it. I'll try and get back in. So go back a bit. That's it. And now what you've got to do is push all 4 corners in and slide it up. There we go. In.